For you to be able to go through the difficulties, the obstructions, the pitfalls, the stress, frustrations, and just the sheer magnitude of obstacles that you have to overcome to become a successful artist that can support yourself as a young man, you must develop one thing. A very important thing is possibly the most important skill or character that you must have, and that is a very, very strong mindset. It is not something anybody can teach you. It's not something your father, your mother, anyone can teach you or tell you. You can hear it, you can read about it, you can go to seminars about it. You could basically be schooled in it and have a PhD in psychology, but that is not a mindset. That is just being trained just like everybody else, just like training a racing horse. You will race, but on the first encounter of serious obstacles, you are going to stop racing. And this even happens in all types of sports and all types of human endeavor. The development of a very solid mindset about what you want to do. As regards being an artist, as regards a young person who is one to embrace the beauty of being an artist, a successful artist, your mindset is the strongest thing you must develop. It's even more crucial than the actual paintings you're making. And the mindset is the one to work hard regardless of the outcome, regardless of whether you fail at something or you succeed. It's a persistent positive behavior to all obstacles, to all disappointments, in short, to life itself. You have to develop a very, very strong mindset, because the art world is full of illusions. People paint pictures of success as if the fact that you are successful or that someone represents you, that you necessarily have the mindset. Not really. Most people who are successful, I mean in inverted commas, most people are actually there because people have coached them to it. They have taken them there. They are one of those charmed magic. The person maybe has, for example, a likable persona. The person's got an interesting story to tell, so somebody sees it and decides, I am going to get these works by this artist to the public, and I'm willing to do everything to get the person there. But in most cases, it's not because the artist has any strong will to succeed. It's more like somebody is hell-bent on making them successful. So that happens a lot. But in mindset, it just means you're determined to just walk through your art, walk through life, because your art is your life, and just keep working. It's not something that you're waiting for a result, or you want to get accolades, you want bells to ring for you, trumpets to sound for you, none of that. It's just like being dedicated to walking through life with a determination that nothing will stop you. You know, it's a very rare thing in all of us. Very hard to develop, very hard to maintain, and very hard to actually understand. So it's almost like you swear to yourself like an oath that it doesn't really matter. It's not really even about me being successful. It's more like me doing that diligent work or service in some cases, and making sure that all I'm doing is the best I can do for as long as it takes. I will continue to do it. You're not looking for money as such. Money comes if it comes. You just know that I'm going to work through this and I'm going to continue to produce works. You see it a lot in, I would say, in jazz musicians a lot. They could play other type of music and actually make a lot of more money. But if you see a serious jazz musician, all they're doing all the time is fine-tuning the sound, playing, exploring, doing themselves to generate new ideas all the time. So they have this mindset of continually writing new material, regardless of whether people listen to it, buy it, whatever. It's a very good thing for a young, emerging, aspiring artist to have. That mindset of being an artist, of looking at the best artist and developing that mindset that I want to make my art better all the time. It's not like I know what I need to do, I don't have to do anymore, people are going to like me and all that. That's a wrong approach. It will be more like a student who wants to continue to improve at all levels. You're not struggling to become your master's master. You're training to become one of the parts of circle. In other words, you want to be at the center and at the corners of the circle. But you want to be always aware that you have a lot to learn and a lot to teach. So the mindset is very, very important. It's an abstract thing to talk about because if you meet anybody, they will tell you they are this or that. But only a few people you're going to meet in your life have the mindset of success in whatever they do. And success means become an example that people can emulate, copy. Very few people are able to develop that kind of persona. And those personas only develop when you have that strong, again, the word mindset, because it's a large subject that I would advise you, if you have the time, to get deep into. Understand it very well so that you know the level of commitment you need to have to be able to succeed. You need serious commitment because, to put it quite simply, most artists, regardless of whether they have even that mindset, regardless of whether they get even the support, most artists do not succeed. That's the bitter truth. So if you want to succeed and be exceptional, which is what you have to be, then you have to be totally dedicated to the work. You have to have an exceptional desire to keep working till it works. Let me put it that way. You don't find a lot of successful artists when you walk around. They're not there. Out of 100 artists, not a single one of them will be successful. To find a successful artist, you have to 10x that to, like, out of every 1,000 artists, one is just moderately successful. I mean moderately, they're just earning just a very modest income. To really get the statistics right, you go to something like 10,000. At 10,000, you get about something close to maybe 100 to about 100. 100 artists out of 10,000 are going to be on their way to achieving some measure of workable success. Out of 10,000 artists, about I would say max about 100 will really begin to show serious promise of cutting through the mud and making themselves, like important and stars. They command good money and they live lives that even an average accountant can afford without that stress. So if you want to be a successful artist as a young person, you must be clear in your mind. You must be clear that you have a mountain, you have a lot of mountains, serious mountains to climb. Serious, very, very serious mountains to climb. It is not a sentimental journey. It is not a beautiful journey. It is not a journey of adventure. It's a journey that is cruel. It's a journey that is tough. A journey that is brutal. A journey that tests every single measure of yourself. At the same time, it is one of the most beautiful journeys to undertake. It's one of the most rewarding journey to undertake. It is something that I personally recommend because it's almost like a religion, a belief. You don't have to prove anything. The belief is the proof. And that's all you have to remember. Just work hard. Have that strong, serious mindset to succeed, as in constantly making works that are better each time. If you are able to do that, you have become successful because people will notice you. People will buy from you. People will be influenced by you. People will appreciate you because you'll be one of the very few people who survives the journey. With that said, and on this pleasant evening, I bid you goodbye for now. Ciao.